Hi guys and welcome back to Bunnies and the Burb, What's on Your Plate? I hope that you guys have been enjoying this season so far. We've loved seeing your comments and looking at the pictures that you guys have posted. Please continue to share with us. All our social media links will be down below as usual. On today's episode, we're going to be doing something a little bit different because the kitchen might look a little bit crowded. But we have three super innovative young women in South Africa who are going to be sharing their amazing idea of how they're going to be bridging two markets together. So please bear with us for this episode, but we're going to be making leftovers with wraps, and you guys have seen me use leftovers for a number of different things, and you can look at those videos down below as well. But let's welcome our new guests. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like I said before, we have a very full kitchen today, but it's what makes it super exciting. Today I'm here with three very special ladies. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Moalegi. I'm with Moalegi.
My name is Lingile and I am also the founder of Moalegi.
And I'm Preanka and I'm the third founder of Moalegi.
So as they've said, they're here because they are the founders of Moalegi, and they're going to be telling us about the super cool business that they're starting. But before we get into that, we're going to be making wraps. I hope that you guys are keen. Do you guys make wraps often?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we kind of have to.
Yeah, I find that it's a super quick meal to make, and as these people know, I'm a student and I hate doing things that take too long. So
that's
wraps
true.
are fun.
Yeah, it comes in
Absolutely.
handy.
It does.
Especially
Okay.
when you're on dinner.
So if you guys each want to grab a wrap,
Sure.
I'll just put two down there.
I'm gonna move this a little bit.
Okay, we can use it here. So we had an event yesterday and we had some hummus, we made some sandwiches with tuna and egg and mayo and some chicken. So I thought we could use that, and this is also just a green salad because spring, summer, ready
Of
for
course.
just festiveness. So
Very healthy folks.
so you guys spoke about Moalegi, and what is it? What does it mean?
Moalegi means storyteller in Tswana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically we are the middleman between the writer and the publisher. So we are going to create a platform that allows writers to submit their manuscripts digitally and have a following that people will come in and tell us whether they would read this or not, and we will use that to sell off their books to publishers.
I love the idea of creating African content.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're trying to promote pride to be an African, about African literature. We want to encourage youngsters to become writers and for people just to start reading again.
Okay, so should we start doing these wraps?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys can start with whichever you want to put on first.
I think the
Okay.
first is always hummus.
Yeah.
Yeah, a nice base.
Nice
Start with the
base.
Okay, so this company is still in its infant stages, right? It's still
It is.
getting
It
off the
is.
ground. How are you guys finding that? Are you finding any challenges going into that?
We definitely are finding
Yeah,
challenges.
as you'd expect.
Do you want a spoon?
Oh yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't need this yet.
There you go.
Yeah, I think one of the challenges is just, first of all, just to figure out what sort of reading and writing we'd like to promote more than
Yeah.
anything, because more than anything, it's been trying to figure out what it is that we want to promote.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And then getting to meet the people that we'd like to speak to or introduce such literature to. You know what? I'm gonna do this.
Oh, you're gonna do salad? Go for it.
I'll
Go
do
for it.
I
some
think
chicken.
so. Is there
Chicken.
avocado in this thing?
There is
There is.
avocado. There's a whole bunch
Okay,
of
so
stuff.
I'll do a
have
whole
mayo.
thing without the avo, just because
Okay.
I'm not trying to insult you or anything, okay? It's just, avo is so not for me.
Oh no. Oh,
Do you eat
no.
avo?
I
Because this one's for you. What I'm doing here, you're gonna eat.
Okay, sure.
So
I'll eat
do
it.
you
I'll eat it.
avocado? Okay, cool.
I will for sure eat it.
Just use this spoon.
And then, being three young women, how are you finding entrepreneurship? Is it difficult? Is it easy? And why did you want to start your own business?
So basically, we're all working. So finding time for us to work together is always a challenge.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we found
especially
luckily.
because we all still fresh and new into the working environment, and the reason why we wanted to go into business is because as young people, we need to be empowered. As young females, we need to be empowered at a very young age as well. So we don't have to wait until we're like 30 or 50 to make this idea happen.
Yeah.
You know? We need to start now so that by the time we're older, then this idea is like, it's gone. Like we're making it, you know.
Yeah, and I think this idea is it's a passion of all of ours. I mean, we are all avid readers.
Yes.
Lulu worked at Exclusive Books when she was a student, and do you want to explain what you saw the gap in the market? And
Definitely. So when I worked at Exclusive Books, the biggest challenge for me was the section for fiction, African literature fiction, was so tiny. Like it was literally, it was in a corner. It was a little corner, and that's where you find your African fiction. And if you were looking for autobiographies, yes, you will find also a little African section for autobiographies or like any of the African non-fiction was also like separated. So the international authors and all of that were running the whole bookstore. Whereas that we're in South Africa, we're in Africa. We should be running the bookstore.
Definitely.
You know, and the others should be part of that, and we shouldn't be segregated and be given a little space. We should be part of the big space.
So how are your raps coming along?
I think I finished mine.
Okay, you
Wow,
gonna
I got so into it, sorry.
you can see you're quite a pro at rap
just
making,
letting
Melody.
you all know.
I think I'm gonna put chicken on mine and then
Do you eat tuna?
I think I need
Sorry,
some
I
green.
put tuna here. I don't know if that's okay for you.
Tuna's good.
Okay, good. I won't pour that much.
I'll put a
I think
bit
I
of
should
a
stop
standard in there.
Yeah.
And then another like important question is, who is your target market and how can that target market reach you guys?
There was such a huge gap between the different writers that we got, and what we noticed as readers ourselves was that everything we'd read was heavily political, or it was all centered around, unfortunately, poverty and everything. We're not trying to ignore any of that in any of the writing that we come across, but at the same time we want to create a platform to allow writers of not necessarily African fiction, but an African writer that wants to write fiction. If there was another person that wrote another version of Harry Potter, you know, that could be so far. But Harry Potter, what we all were interested in reading as like younger and now, if there was a writer that is from Africa that had someone here that would be able to support them as well as market them the way they needed to, I think that's a big deal. I think that's something that we should. That's our biggest motto in this thing. Just trying to get more writing involved rather than just focusing on socio-economic situation.
Yeah, I think another issue that we're trying to focus on is to encourage writers to write in their own home language. Our whole issue is that when people translate their work, meaning gets lost in translation. Why should a person who writes in Zulu, whose home language is Zulu, translate their thought into English? All that meaning is lost. So we're trying to encourage people to continue writing in their language and for that to be promoted in bookstores around South Africa.
I think we're almost all done.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna clean the set and then we can carry on from there. Okay, so we've cleaned up. Everything looks nice and tidy. I know they don't look too great right now because they're wrapped up, but that's the fun part of wraps. You cut into them and they look super like yummy. So while you guys are cutting your wraps, do you want to tell me how you're going to monetize this app or this platform, and who are you wanting to partner with?
As an agent, as part of the middleman, we need to basically sell the story to the publisher. So once the publisher gets the story, we will only get commission from it. So we'll get commission from the publisher. So out of the money that the story is worth, let's say if the publisher gives us R1 million, then we will get a commission out of that R1 million for the writer. So our biggest partners will basically be the publishers. We want all the African publishers that are currently publishing, all the international publishers as well. So every publisher is one of our partners. Are we looking?
Yeah, because we're an agent, we're open to different publishers. That's the whole point of becoming a literacy agent.
Yeah.
And then how are you guys finding the entrepreneurship sector? How are you doing it, especially because you guys are all young, all under 25 or?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So how are you guys finding this sector of people who might be a little bit older than you, who might be in the game for a lot longer than you guys have been in it? How are you navigating through there?
So far what we've done so far is we've joined a few sort of groups, some on Facebook, others LinkedIn. We've also started going to quite a few events just to get a better idea of what sort of writers we can come across. We've gone to poetry events, networking events, book openings, book launches, just to have also a better idea of what's out there. You know what I mean? And who are the publishers available? What kind of readers would be able to get in contact with? You know what I mean? Yeah, networking.
And it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. It's a challenging experience at the moment because knocking on people's doors is not easy.
Yeah, and I think because we're young, people may not take us as seriously as we would like to. But I think that's why we attend these events, to kind of get our face known, and through that kind of network our way into the field.
Our wraps look so good. We put them on one board because I think that we're all winners for this. I think every wrap is going to be really good. Where can people find you, and when are you hoping to go live?
Okay, so we are planning on launching our social media on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter in November, and then we're planning on launching Moalegi live early next year.
You can email us on moalegistories@gmail.com. Anyone who is a writer and wants to get in contact with us, wants to know more about our business, contact us. Sponsors, please contact us. If you love this idea and you think we can work with you somehow, contact us.
Just to remind everyone that because we're so young, we have another perspective to look at writing, reading. You know, I'm not going to turn away from what we have been reading at all, but I just we're trying to encourage younger readers to get into this, and also hopefully inspire more people to write some more fiction, anything else that can come up out of this.
And also allowing people to write in their languages and create this environment where people are reading and writing and feeding off each other.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I think just to add to Naledi, with our online platform, I think we're really trying to reach the international scale, so for people to have easier access to it. I think that also differentiates us from the rest.
Definitely, and making sure that young people are growing up and saying, I want to be an author.
Absolutely.
Okay, finally, before we eat these lovely wraps, something that we like to do on the show, because it is about sharing African stories, allowing entrepreneurs to connect and find each other. What 3 pearls of wisdom or low-hanging fruits would you give to a young entrepreneur who thinks that they might want to do this, or has started but is finding it a little bit difficult? What would you say to them?
Don't stop. Just work it. Even if you don't have many hours into the day, try find that 1 hour and put something onto it, and you'll be happy at the end of the day that you've done something that fulfills you.
And if it's your passion, it's worth it.
Don't be afraid to talk about it, or at least put it out there more than anything. If you have an idea, put it down, pen and paper, or if it's easier, talk to your closest friends, like you know how we did it. And look, it bubbles into something, it can grow, so just keep that in mind when an idea comes.
So you guys have heard it straight from them. It's about creating this environment where readers and publishers and authors and writers can all connect and just create this community of reading and furthering ourselves. Thank you so much for being on the show. I loved having you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. It was amazing.
As usual, you can find all of my social media links, all of JT Communications social media links, and all of Moalegi's. That's right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Our social media links down below. Please go like, share, subscribe, and follow their pages as well. Tell them that we sent you. We'll see you guys next time, and bye. So should we try these wraps?
Of course.
Oh yeah. Let's dig in.
Let's choose one.
I'll take this.
Okay, I'm gonna choose the one that has the least avocado.
Let's try them.
Let's try.
Okay. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. So good. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Well done.
Nice, guys.